Hello and welcome to Eat, Sleep, Fudge and Repeat, where you join me and him in the Serbian capital of Belgrade.
Yeah, the beer's flowing, the sun is shining, what more could you want for Wales away? And of course, the 11th of June, that date marked in the minds of all Wales fans as 1 year ago we were in Bordeaux. So we'll be getting your memories of Bordeaux.
Not only that, Serbia fans take on Wales fans and what we see as a barometer, a kind of preview of what's to come in the actual World Cup qualifier, Serbia-Wales, later on.
And of course we'll be finding out all the great work about Gol Cymru and what they've been doing out here, raising some money for some great charities.
Well, first of all though, if you've ever wondered, have you ever thought, maybe I should go, maybe I should do, what's it like? This is what it's like, being Wales away.
Should we do a montage?
Yeah, let's do a montage.
Let's do a montage.
Yeah. And that, guys, is why we do Wales away. Belgrade is a fantastic city. The people are really friendly and we're having a fantastic time. We are now on the outskirts of the city. This is FC Brodorac. It's one of the Serbian teams nearby in the city, and it's Wales fans versus Serbia fans today. If you're wondering why there's a big hole, it's because Lawrence Mora is over there in goal for reasons we don't understand. But that's not important. What is important is this game. Let's check out the action. Fresh off the pitch then, it's half time between Serbia fans and Wales fans. 2-0 the scoreline to Serbia at the moment. Still fragrant, still moist, still
very
fresh
moist.
from the accent.
Very moist.
Lawrence Mora.
That is hot.
That's hard. Yeah, that looks hard work.
Yeah, well, not really. I was in goal, so yeah. I made that sort of that slight tactical error where like they said, "Does anybody fancy going in goal?" So I was like, "Yeah, listen, boys, I don't mind helping out. You know." Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Then you go in.
Let's.
But it's great. Okay, come on.
Let's be honest. It's not the only tactical error you've made, is it?
To be fair, I think that I can't really be blamed for either goal at this stage. And the lob, I had it covered. It's good to see. As soon as he left his boot, I tracked the trajectory and it hit the post. No problem.
Yeah.
So not a problem.
Okay, good. Right. Yeah. What do you think you need to do in the second half?
Drink more water. That I think they'll tire. We're putting out a fresh 11 in the second half. Well, fresh 10. I'm staying in goals. But yeah, I think second half we'll be a little bit sharper. We'll be a little bit fitter. It's hot. They'll wilt.
They'll wilt.
They'll wilt.
Okay, right. Come on then. Second half.
Let's hope this isn't a barometer of the game this evening.
scorer.
Yeah, I'm glistening more than you.
Yeah.
And you're glistening.
I'm glistening.
That was hard work for you, was it?
I mean, I've had a really tough term. I've been through the ringer. It's been hard work on the touchline. Yeah. How do you think it went?
Well, in the end, we pulled it out the bag, I think. These boys up front came on second half. We felt fresher legs. I'm not suggesting the boys in the first half were possibly getting on a little bit, but I think youth won the day for us.
I think so. You had a job to do the second half then. What was the half-time team talk?
Just to go out there and try and score, really.
Insightful.
So the old men in the first half, they let us down a bit, and then the plan was just to go all out. If you had a chance to shoot, just go for it, and it worked in the end. So. And a lot of long ball stuff, and it worked twice. So, yeah, it's a good win in the end.
How many of you played before?
We did.
You all played before. You all got caps. This is no debuts today.
No.
We have this man to thank for a simply glorious winner.
Jack's debut.
Take me through it.
Hang on. Debut.
Debut. Goal debut gets the winner. What a debut.
I know.
You must have dreamt about this last night.
Yeah, I was. I've dreamt about it since being a little kid, to be honest. Just when you sat in the living room, recreating that goal there.
Take me through the goal.
I saw the big lad at the back just getting ready just to boot it downfield. So I was like, I'll run. So I started running towards the goal. Next thing I know, the ball's bouncing. Saw the keeper. I saw the fear in his eyes, to be honest. He just didn't want it. And I was like, if I get up here, I'm gonna just run through him. Hopefully, get my head on the ball, and it just bounced over him in the end, I think, and I launched it in from about the line. I'm saying. I'm claiming it.
Congratulations. Do you think that you've set the standard for today? Then the senior team can be inspired by.
Yeah, they got to, and they can't let us down now. They got to follow in our footsteps. Thought it was a good second half performance. First half it got a bit rusty, but second half we brought on the big boys, and then got the victory.
Well done. Okay. And thoughts for the rest of the day. What's the plan?
Straight to the pub, I think. Yeah, bit of after sun first.
Yes.
Probably a pint of water or two.
Yeah.
At the pub, I think. Go to the game. Have a good time, mate.
Brilliant. I've literally got no question for you because we're out of time. Right, that's it. Let's carry on.
How amazing is this? This is Wales Away. This is the Gol Cymru party. And this is what Wales Away is all about.
Tim and Chester, I'm not going to lie, you throw a bit of a do. But why?
Well, we like to party, and the Wales fans like to party, and all this you're hearing behind you is Gol, the Welsh supporters' charity's fundraising do before the match tonight.
Chester, you're the man on the ground here. It's in aid of.
It's in aid of Gol. So tomorrow, on Monday, we're going to go to 3 orphanages in Belgrade. We're going to donate up to €1,000 worth of goods to them. I don't want to mention it, but yeah, for the 6th one, we went to some orphanages too. The same orphanages, and last October, November, when we played against Serbia, we brought over 4 kids from from 2 of the orphanages to Wales, so they could enjoy it. So we paid for all of that.
Can you take me through the moment where you first went into one of the orphanages, where you saw it for the first time, and how you felt?
That would have been Azerbaijan 2002. I would only been 8 years old then, and we went into an orphanage, and I'd never been to an orphanage. I'd never seen an orphan, as far as I'm aware, before, and yeah, it was shocking. The house was not in great condition, and of course the children there didn't. I had the privilege to be in Azerbaijan to support my country with my father, whereas these kids didn't have anything, didn't even have parents, didn't have someone who could just feed them. They had to live in a sort of a little commune, and seeing that, but seeing how grateful they were for everything. Seeing how they wanted to encourage us to come up and dance with them, to give us a little cultural display. I mean, it's put me on the path to where I am now, and it's made Gol grow from strength to strength too.
Tim, what are the sort of stories that you hear when you go to these places? What are they telling you?
They're very similar, especially in Eastern Europe. You're talking the usual problems, alcohol and drug abuse, parents who can't cope. And then as Chester was saying about Azerbaijan there, this is the 20th and 21st century we've been visiting these places. They've got war orphans there from the dispute with Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh. When we went to Georgia the first time, there were children there who were traumatised after the Russian invasion of South Ossetia and Abkhazia.
And we have the same thing here in the Balkans. We've been to Bosnia, we've been to here. Not so much a problem now, but of course, like 10 years ago when we were playing against these teams, it was exactly the same. Like, I mean, I have friends here who are from a stable family who had problems as children because of the bombs that were dropped in this city. Friends in Bosnia, obviously, who witnessed war firsthand, and you know, so far away from us. But this was our generation. This was less than 20 years ago. The problems still persist.
You tend to think, you know, we lead such a privileged and cosseted lifestyle, really. And I've been lucky, you know, that I took the lad away and he got to see these things. I'm not saying it was scary, but in some places it's pretty grim. And I think it's good for us to have a bit of a reality check. We come here, people are fantastic, we have a lovely drink, sing song, give a little something back. It's a token gesture, I know that, but also trying to raise the good name of football fans. You know, if we're going back a few years, especially English fans, some Wales fans, misbehaving, fighting and drinking and that, just trying to say, hang on guys, you know, we're human beings like the rest of you. And it does seem to work.
That's how Gol actually started, was in 2002. It was on the back of the English hooliganism in Euro 2000. And we thought, yeah, we go to all these countries that are clearly poor, we're going there, we're just drinking beer and having a laugh, and actually we can do two things at once. We can give something back to these communities and we can raise the good name, as Dad was just saying.
We were very lucky. The children from Serbia who we brought over last year, I'll be quite frank with you, I thought this is going to be a hassle looking after 4 kids for a week. It was a privilege.
I have no problems looking after 2 kids, I'll be honest with you, Tim.
Look, I got a lifetime looking after 1 kid. But these 4 children who really had nothing, you know, they had clothes, they wore the same sort of clothes, they had nothing and they were so grateful. And I really got a buzz out of it. Completely selfish now. I had such a good time with them.
But also, just seeing their face, you talk about seeing their heroes, from Serbia. No, just seeing Gareth Bale, someone who they see all the time. Like, we had a picture with Gareth Bale, and you see like little Angela. She was absolutely in awe. She was catching up to him. It was absolutely fantastic. They cared more about Gareth Bale than their own players. It was brilliant. But they still supported for Serbia, so.
Well, I think we can forgive them that, all right? That's fair enough. No, well, listen, guys, thank you so much, because this is wonderful work you do here. If anyone wants to get in touch, if they want to sort of get involved in Gol or help you guys out, what do they need to do?
I'm in charge of social media, so yeah, we're on Facebook, at Gol Cymru, I think, or just search Gol Cymru. Same thing on Twitter. And we have a website, gol.wales in English or gol.cymru in Welsh.
We can also do, you know, the magic of television, we can put it here. Just put it like across here, couldn't we?
Hey, it's trotting across the bottom right now.
It's beautiful.
It's his job.
Producer Dan will sort that. That's brilliant.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Oh wow. So here we are then, at the stadium. It's a proper stadium, proper old school stuff. Fantastic atmosphere, fantastic view as well.
Yeah,
It's going to
absolutely
be amazing.
stunning. Absolutely stunning. The fingernails are ready to be bitten. They've made a couple of changes, Wales, as you probably will know as you're watching this. It's Edwards who's come in for Bale, and it's Jazz Richards in for Taylor. So it's going to be a 3-4-2-1. Interesting.
Here for a point, we'll take a point.
Take a point, especially as Ireland and Austria finished 1-1. So that's a big result for us. Oh, I'm so nervous.
I'm so nervous. Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Be honest, you'd have taken a point.
Yeah.
You would, I'd have taken a point.
Started the play, I said, if we get a point here, that. Funny thing is, like, anybody watching on TV, you're going to go, oh, we could have done this. That atmosphere was unlike anything I have ever been in before. That was incredible. And the players, quiet and known, it was an utterly professional, fantastic away performance. I just didn't quite, one lapse. Red wall over there, they were magnificent. And at the end of the game, the players and fans still got that.
Tremendous, magnificent relationship between players and fans. We'll let you a little secret. We normally do a half time, but we chickened out massively because every time we've done one, it's all gone horrendously wrong. So it
was our Luke.
Our Luke.
We're not doing another one.
Well, you're not doing that.
No,
you're not. So we didn't.
And it still didn't work.
Shall we go talk to some people?
Yeah.
Let's talk to some people.
Do that. Dave, first of all, point gained or 2 dropped?
I think before the game you might say a point gained, but the way the match went, I thought there's 2 points dropped. But we battled hard, and we had chances to take them on the counter attack, and I thought the game plan worked really well.
It was exactly what we expected, really. The Serbia fans have always made it tough for us coming here, but I think we adapted to it well, and we silenced the crowd with the way we were playing early doors.
Yeah, I think as a player and as a team, you always feel disappointed not to see a game out when you've gone ahead, but fair play to Serbia. They pressed really hard in the second half. We dealt with almost everything they had to throw at us. Just that one time they got through, they were clinical and they took their chance. And unfortunately, we have to go home with just the 1 point instead of the 3 we were after.
It's just great to see so many Welsh fans out here. Full house here in Serbia. It's a huge game for them as well, and we stood up to the challenge.
I was going to say, for almost for 75 minutes or odd, it was that perfect away performance, wasn't it? It was so quiet and the crowd down, and you really sort of started to play yourself.
Yeah, we talked a lot about it in the week. There's no shame in us sitting in a low block, we like to call it, sitting on the edge of our box and being hard to beat, being hard to play through, and then countering. And I thought we did that very well, especially once we got the lead. We absorbed pressure. The only really chance they had was off sort of crosses into the box, and what we defended reasonably well. So it's just a shame that they managed to sort of nick a goal. It kind of bubbled through a few players.
We felt confident throughout. Although we were sometimes in front of our own goal, we definitely were solid at the back, except for one little slip, and then these things happen. But to come to Serbia and be disappointed we drew is a sign of how far we've come.
Yeah, I think in this campaign, in all 3 of the away games, you can't fault the effort and the results in many ways. We've went to Austria, Ireland, and now Serbia, and not been beaten.
What was it like playing in that atmosphere? I mean, you sat in the stand, that was absolutely incredible, definitely.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It's something I've been really looking forward to. My little boy's been FaceTiming me, and he likes to find out exactly what's going on with every team I play, and he's watched a tunnel walk he found out where we're playing, he's typed it in YouTube, and the tunnel walk comes in, and he was telling me about it, asking if I was scared and all these sort of things, but he was fascinated about it. And then it's so amazing, we stood up here before the game next to the Serbians, and it feels like you're playing an under-16s match, so it's all quiet, you can't hear anything at all, and all of a sudden you drop down into the tunnel, and it's more like a scene out of Gladiator. You're always waiting to come out into the Colosseum. It's like you can't see anything, you can hear the rumbling. It's a real special atmosphere to play in, and this is what European nights are like. It's amazing to be involved, and I'm very grateful to have got the nod today to play.
And there we are. That'll do. That, as they say, is that.
Indeed. God, tough point. Before the match, we said a point we'd be happy with, although we really wanted to win. We'd taken a point, and it was a terrific performance.
Where does it leave us, group-wise?
Okay, so I think it's 4 straight wins. We need 4 straight wins in the autumn to finish top of the group. 3 wins and a draw. I would say we'll probably take a second if those 2 wins come against Austria and Republic of Ireland.
It's remarkable. That's exactly what Chris Coleman said.
It's funny that me and Chris, same wavelength.
Same wavelength. Thoughts on Belgrade, Serbia?
It is absolutely amazing. You must come here. Seriously, this is the best away trip.
You have to come to
fantastic.
Belgrade. Yeah. It's an amazing city. Thank you, Belgrade, and thank you, Serbia. We're going to take a bit of a break.
Well, we're not going to do any more long shows, but do stay across all our social media channels, because we'll be dripping stuff out and various bits and bobs that we've been recording around Belgrade over the last few days. And so we're going to have some great packages for you over the summer, just to keep that little Wales buzz alive while you're on your holidays and chilling out and doing stuff.
But from us, from Belgrade then, sit down.
Yeah, should we get beer?
Yeah.
Beer?
Yeah.
One more.